Yeah, there's a difference. What should they do? They should move guys. What will they do? Probably little to nothing.
Should they move guys? Or let me put it to you this way. If you're Robert Kraft.
He should want the team to be moving guys tomorrow. Get moving.
If Bill is going to be there in charge of the personnel again when it comes draft time next spring, you still want him to move guys now to accumulate draft capital?
What does it matter if he's here or not?
Because if he's here and he's selecting the players, it's like, what am I going to do with a bunch of draft picks if the guy selecting the players in the draft, I
get what you're saying. No. I get what you're saying, but that's a separate problem.
Well,
right?
But the two are connected at the hip.
Right, but whatever picks you get are already a problem with Bill still in charge. So if you're looking at the entire situation, you want Bill moving these guys for picks, and then you don't want Bill in charge of those picks.
How about this?
And that's within his power, so we don't need to combine that as part of the thought process.
No.
He can easily just tell the guy, you don't work here anymore.
But from a predictive standpoint, if they don't make any moves and they're not accumulating more draft picks for this coming year, does that make you think that maybe Bill's going to be on board as GM and coach for another year?
No, I would not read into that. I wouldn't.
I will.
I'm not going to read into that.
I'll read into it.
But if Robert Kraft is all in, then he's telling Matt Groh and Bill Belichick to get on the phone and start moving guys.
That'd be my first question yesterday.
If Robert Kraft is fully invested, he's doing that as owner.
He and Jonathan were there. Saw the former governor. Talked to him for a little bit before the game. He loves listening to us still.
Chucky Bakes.
How's the new gig going with the NIL money?
Chucky Bakes.
Chucky's always listening.
When's he coming on? Does he want to talk about NIL or college sports?
We do that once
you want to talk
NCAA
about?
heats up.
And let's not be disrespectful. He's not in office anymore, but you refer to him as Governor Chucky Bakes.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I'm Mr. Governor. I said, or should I call you
Mr. Chucky Bakes?
Mr. President.
Governor. Governor Chucky Bakes.
Governor Bakes.
So there's a lot of bigwigs down there at the game. It's Miami, and Mr. Kraft was there. Jonathan was there. They're in the locker room after the game. Do they talk? Do they speak?
Who?
Do they? Would they meet with Bill? They go in and they listen to what he says in the locker room, and then I think they tuck out. No, not Charlie. He was having a good time.
Feeling no pain.
After that game, I'd be like, okay, I paid Juju how much money? I want to know why he wasn't playing.
No, I wouldn't do that. I was just
today,
telling him,
right?
hey, listen, this trade deadline, we're focused on the future. Let's go. Do everything you can to improve the future.
Does that meeting happen?
It should. It should. Most years, no, you don't want that going on. In this particular year, you do.
Then it's like dead man walking. That puts dead man, dead coach walking.
Maybe it does.
And that's what I'm saying. If you're doing that, you're really sending the message out.
Well, you should.
Because then it's like, I don't trust the way you built the team. Do something different.
Even if you look at Bill,
message.
even if you look at Bill and you say, Bill, I get it. Everyone goes through some tough stretches in drafting, and that's okay. It happens. I still want you to be the guy. Even if he believes that, Hardy, shouldn't he still be saying to Bill, get more draft capital, get whatever you can to help us in the offseason? Shouldn't that still be the message?
Yeah, as long as he hasn't made up his mind. I still think in the back of your mind, if he's already committed to, and he knows he's not moving on from Bill as GM, and it's still going to be Bill in charge of drafting, why would you? Because you're not going to.
Well, that is such a defeatist attitude, though. Bill's in charge, and Bill's going to continue to make the picks, and he sucks at it.
I agree.
That's a terrible attitude. I don't find it acceptable.
I don't find it acceptable either. Do you want Bill to be in charge of the draft next year?
No, I want Bill to be coaching somewhere else next year.
Okay, so hopefully he does tell him, and hopefully we see that, and they start to move some of these players for some draft assets, and that will tell me that because I have faith and ownership that they're going to make the right moves next year that include getting the draft picks now and letting someone else be in charge of picking the players.
I mean, this season should be, following the previous season, should be the sign. This should be smacking everybody in the face. This was a great run. Bill is one of the greatest ever, but it's run its course. It's time to start over. How does this not present as something that is plain and obvious? This is it. We're watching it play out in front of our eyes every weekend, and they are too. I don't know. If you're fully invested and you're doing what you should be doing, you're making moves tomorrow. But I'm with Zoe. I don't think they will. I think they're going to sit on their hands tomorrow.